Alright, what we have here is my Top-Bar Beehive. I've taken pretty much all of Les Crowder's ideas and tried to apply them, and then put a little bit of my own engineering with it. So this beehive has approximately 33 frames. It is roughly 44 inches long, and per the Les Crowder design plans, is made from 1x10s, and the sides are at 120 degree angles to the bottom. One of the things that he even mentioned was sometimes a problem is that the bottom boards and the side boards may come loose. So right off the bat, something that I've done is actually created a separate cradle. So that's out of pressure treated lumber, and the hive is independent of that. You can see the entrance there, the slot. That's a 6-inch 3/8 long, or it's a 6-inch long 3/8 slot that allows the bees in and out. So let's go ahead and see what's inside. This is the lid. It's just got a piece of sheet metal, sheet aluminum. Set this off to the side and look inside. Now initially, on this right side, on this right end, we've got some pretty conventional stuff going on. Got a typical top bar, got a cleat, ripped that from a table saw, and then as we go in from the end, so I actually have these cleats, these bars upside down. So Les Crowder doesn't use these bars here on the end. I figured that it would probably make it a little bit more secure. What I was finding early on was that they would get just a little bit off center, and then they'd fall into the hive, and you'd kind of get upset about that. So these are just kind of stored in place. They're glued and nailed. Get these all out of the way, and slide these all down. I don't have any, obviously I don't have bees in it right now. And then we get down here. This is where it gets a little bit less conventional. Now I've got enough bars to fill the entire thing up with bars as a typical Top-Bar hive. But right now I have Langstroth hives, so I want to be able to transfer my Langstroth hives to Top-Bar hives, and I want to do it in kind of an elegant fashion. This is my divider board, and you can use that with the Top-Bar hive. Just a piece of 1x that sits in there, that separates out the two halves of the hive. And then here's where things get a little bit unconventional. This is like a conversion platform. So what I found was once I had the rest of this built, I actually found that it was deep enough and wide enough to accommodate a deep Langstroth hive frame. So I actually built this framework to go in the Top-Bar hive, and it accommodates Langstroth frames. So what you can do is remove these, and it actually accommodates 6 right in the center. So we can get these out of here, and then these 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is room for an entire nook, a 4-frame nook, a 5-frame nook if you had a shallow or a medium nook. And then just like the rest of the Top-Bar, I got all these frames upside down, all these bars upside down. But these would be able to be, these other frames would be able to, or these other bars would be able to be installed so that the bees from the Langstroth frames could start building on the top bars, and then you could slowly move the Langstroth frames out. And what I was finding was that these bars are just a little bit on the short side, so they would, if they got a little bit crooked, they'd fall through. So what I did was I just put some dowels here, and they're pretty tight. I actually need a pair of pliers to get those out, but it would actually sit similar to this one, and it would just fall through. So I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just, if it gets just a little bit off center, it just falls right on through. But by having these dowels here, it actually keeps it centered up. And if I want to I need to remove those dowels so that the Langstroth frame will fit And I actually put little storage caddies right here on the edges, so when I move the dowels, I'll just pull them out and put them in the other hole, move it out, put it in the other hole. And then it fills all the way up with the top bars. There you go. It falls right through. Fill it up with top bars. And then you say, well, yeah, but the bees can get out there. The beauty of this is that it actually has room. Everything's spaced on 1 3/8 wide, so it's the right size for a Langstroth frame, right size for a top-bar frame. It leaves the bee space, and then it actually covers it up so the bees don't escape. And then looking at it in from the end, you can actually see the Langstroth frame is spaced and just sits right off the bottom. In fact, this is actually a top bar here too as well. I can slide that out, and you'll see that it's got a cleat on it. So as the bees are growing, they will have room to grow. Here's your divider. Keep that nice and tight. Close that up, and yeah, and we'll see how it's going to go. I'm gonna put. I got a queen castle right now. It's a 4-frame queen castle. I'm gonna put that in there tomorrow. See how things go. Let me know what you think.